I thought we were much more aggressive attacking the rim in the second half, and I thought that really changed the way we played. It's something we've talked about and worked on, and I thought Elena got to the basket. I thought Zahn had that drive. Doris was more assertive going to the rim. Cece had that drive. I thought that really just put a lot of pressure on them to have to defend us, and that way we were able to set our defense as well. And other than a stretch there at the start of second half where we couldn't stop Wilkes or get a rebound, I thought we defended pretty solid for about 34 minutes or so.
Coach, can you talk about your when you made that, you tied it up in that second half, and it seemed that, I know you said you were being more aggressive to the rim, but it also seemed that your defense just seemed to settle down and you weren't reaching as much and just maybe locked in a little bit better defensively.
Yeah, I think it was 37-35, and then I forget who got a layup, and then Elena got a breakaway to tie it, and then then we kind of got comfortable with doing some things. I thought our ball pressure improved to take Wilkes away, and then she made a couple tough shots, and we were really good at least just staying with what we do and forcing them to take some contested ones, and it was nothing that we switched our ball screen coverage, which I think helped a little bit, but there was no major adjustment. I think we just did a really good job of getting a little more aggressive, and I'll be honest, we were very worried about their shooters. Morbito had 4 for 4 last year from 3, and we did a great job. She did a great job on her. Hooli hit a couple in the first half. We were very worried about them from 3, and because of that, we were exposing our inside defense a little bit.
Coach, talk about with that defense. You guys were giving up 3s in the first half. Gave up 4 of them. Second half, they go 0-7. What changed?
Yeah, I think we played a little harder. It was interesting reading about the guys' game yesterday and them having a good week of practice. We also had a good week of practice, but we kicked the crap out of them, to use clean language. And I told them after the game we did that on purpose. All right, it's tough mentally when you're having exams. We're making it tough physically, and then can we get our mind on the right thing? Can we get where we needed to? And we saw in the second half we could. First half we didn't. So we hope it's a learning curve to understand. Even if you're tired, even if you're fatigued, we're tough enough to get through it, and so that was really pleasing, especially that last 12-13 minutes. We found our rhythm.
Elena, can you talk a little about the defensive rhythm and especially that second part of the second half where you guys really did seem to lock down and just shut them down?
I think it all starts with defense. Like, it makes our offense come easy. When we lock in and ball pressure, we're able to force turnovers and then hit easy baskets, fast break-wise.
Coach, early in the game, you guys kind of ran your offense from the corner trying to go baseline. Did you see something in their defense that said we can beat them baseline?
Yeah, we had seen that other teams had gotten them there, and they made a nice adjustment, and Hannah got that charge, and I think that made us a little apprehensive to do so. But we worked really hard this week on attacking and transition. We got 2 really, really good breakdown guards, and then we have shooters, and we have kids that can run the floor and post, so we really think that's something we want to explore more. And again, today, once we got stops, we did it, and we saw how that can really help our offensive rhythm, and hopefully, we know as coaches, hopefully they understand as players and incorporate it in, and that's been the thing that we've been trying to keep getting them to understand.
Cece, can you talk a little about attacking the rim today, and that you attacked, but that also opened up some things on the outside for you and some of the other shooters, just how that mentality may be starting to come together? You maybe see that coming together a little bit?
Well, I first started shooting the ball, but then realized that I didn't really have the legs underneath me, and that's when Coach told me to attack. And with that, they kind of backed up a little bit, which opened curl behinds and stuff like that. But also it made them think twice, like whether to come out or whether to stay in. And I think that's a good thing that our team has, because we have shooters, but we also have attackers, so we can do both.
Elena and Cece, how much did transition just kind of relax you guys on offense? Once you guys were able to get out and run, and you guys made the right decision, whether it was to keep going, or I remember one specifically, Elena, where you just completely stopped in the lane, pulled it back out, hit Cece for a 3. So the transition game really helped a lot today, it looked like.
It's really important, especially for us as guards. It's what we're good at. So when we push tempo, we get good looks that we're good at, whether it's trail 3s or attacking the basket, maybe drawing fouls as well.
And also we practice that in practice for this team, because we've seen that they really don't get that well in transition. So that's something that we should have taken advantage of in the first half and the second half, but we realized in the second half because we realized we wasn't going hard and pushing ourselves to get those easy baskets in transition.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about the play of Doris Tega in the second half there?
Yeah, I was really pleased with it. I thought in the first half she settled, and as I said, we knew they were physically a little tired, and a lot of those were short. And when she goes that way, we get a lot of spectators. You know, it's kind of get her the ball, and a lot of them are returning players, so they could watch Meg do that. So they're kind of conditioned that. Doris' game is at the rim, and she's gotten much better at that face-up, but her game's at the rim, and I thought the key that got us kind of going was that start second half where she just kept going at the rim. We couldn't stop Wilkes, but she was getting the rim and getting free throws and getting some N1s. And, you know, when she has that mentality, it helps. She's hard to guard, but it helps everything else because she's a really good passer. So now if they react to her, she's going to find an open person. She made that one play. I think it was a kick to Cece for that three, which, you know, again, you don't usually see forwards able to make that play. But the only way she can make it is by going forward. So when she has that mentality and does that, and it really helps our offense get going.
CC, obviously I know you played with Doris forever, but is that something, because that play that they were talking about, when it was off an inbounds and her eyes got really big, like she had seen you, is that something you guys work on a lot, or?
We don't technically work on it. It's something has been built over the years of me knowing her and playing with her, and it's just kind of like a vibe thing. She feeds off of me and I feed off of her, and it helps sometimes. But she's also a really good passer as well, so it's kind of both.
For Elena and CC, I don't want to make a big. I mean, this is however many in a row now over Big Four opponents, and obviously everything's gearing up for conference play. But how much of a pride factor do you guys have when you come and play these Western New York schools?
There definitely is some type of pride because you never want to be that first team to let it down, but also we just go out there and we know what's expected of us and we know what we have to do in order to win, and it's just taking a game day by day and playing the hardest you can.
Anything else? Coach, what was going through your head at the end of the first half? I know the whole road trip we talked about on the phone about closing out halves, give up the three and then the 3-point play, and all of a sudden you're losing at halftime.
I would say anger is going through my.
That's what it looked like on the monitor.
I would say that would be the best definition of what we're going through, because it was effort plays. You know, we're back, and we didn't come out hard to contest Tahuli's three, and then there's a tipped ball. We don't get on the floor to force a tie up when we had the arrow. Then we don't win the rebound. Then we don't rotate over in time to stop a layup. So I mean, it's all comes back to effort, and all week these guys busted their butt. They went really hard in practice, so it's clear they understand it. It's just being able to do it for longer periods of time, and it's a hard thing. That's why there's not many very good teams. It's a hard thing to do, and they're getting closer, and that relaxing is just something we can't tolerate anymore because it's cost us games already, and we just got to get better about it.
Thanks, Ron.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.